nobody asked for this, but I'm going to give you my review anyways. I'm sitting in the car while my husband's getting his haircut. We just went on a little day date and saw 28 Years Later. I will preface this quote-unquote review as I am not the best movie reviewer, nor is this a professional opinion or video. I love 28 Days Later. It set the tone for all of my zombie infected like genre type films ever since I was younger. And then 28 Weeks Later, perfect. So 28 Years Later, this was a big one for the nostalgia aspect of this, right? Now I'm gonna put my lunch over to the side because it's gonna get a little real. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I try not to see as many spoilers or reviews on, social media, and I'm not going to give any spoilers. At least I'm going to try not to give any spoilers for this movie, but I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was terrible. It wasn't like a terrible movie. It had some really good like little jump scares and stuff like that. I think it played more on the evolution of the infected, which I think is a cool concept, but to lead it up to the end of the movie was a little strange. And I know that this is supposed to be like now a trilogy, right? The 28 Years Later is now going to be like a whole trilogy franchise thing or whatever, and they literally left it off to where it's going to be like that. Do I think there was just a lot there was so much happening but not happening, and I did specifically cry because I'm a sensitive baby, and I do cry at a lot of things, and I did cry with the mom and the kid. So if you've seen the movie, I did bawl my eyes out. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I went in there trying not to be like all hyped up or whatever, because just movies nowadays, if they're gonna remake something from like my generation of like when we were younger and stuff like that, it's always shit now. So I didn't have too much high expectations, and it kind of played on that. I know that wasn't really like any type of like review, let alone anything that I said, but I would say maybe a 6 out of a 10. It would be a movie that I would put on and like, oh, I totally forgot to mention, there is dinglings everywhere. So be prepared. I wasn't. Me and my husband weren't, so I'm gonna just say that. But like I said, 6 out of 10. I would watch the movie again just to like watch it, but I wouldn't like put it on. So that's that somewhat of a review.